Why is Brahma's puja not done individually, even though he is the creator? What is the Vedantic understanding behind the Puranic stories about this?
See, these are deeper aspects. Brahmaji is the creator. But even the creator, when the creator comes into certain egoistic states, the creator falls. And there are consequences for that creator. It's just to caution us against ego. These stories are there. So what is the story? One of the stories is Brahmaji and Vishnuji are having one debate at who is greater. And there suddenly one column of light manifests. And that column of light is Lord Shiva. So now that column of light says, whoever finds the top or the bottom will be the greatest. So Brahmaji becomes a swan and he goes up. And Vishnu becomes a boar and he goes down. And they are both going. Vishnu keeps going down, down, down. He realizes this is an infinite column of light. He comes back, he accepts, saying, look, I understood my mistake. Infinite reality is greater. We are only having a specific role. Understood. Brahmaji is going up and he has a treaty now. He signs a treaty. With whom? With the flower called Ketaki. Says that you tell this flame of light that I found you on the top. So then both this Ketaki and this Brahmaji, they come to this column of light who is Shivji and says, Brahmaji says, I found this flower at the top. Ketaki flower says, yes. So then Shivji says, what is this? There is no beginning to this. And Brahmaji, just to prove that he is greater, he is telling lies. So then that is not appropriate. Then you have fallen from your state. So if you want to be a creator, you have to be in a state of egolessness. The beauty of that story is the greatest creations happen when there is egolessness. A simple example of that, a musician who loses himself completely, fantastic music will come out of that person or not. Unimaginable stuff will come out. At the end of it, that person will say, I didn't know how it happened. It just flowed through me. So if you want to be a creator, you have to be in a state of egolessness. If you are not in a state of egolessness, you will fall. Then that ego will make you miserable. Then that is not worshipful. So that is the Vedantic significance of this story. That don't come into that state of ego. Live in the state of humility and surrender. Vishnu Bhagavan said, I couldn't find the end and I understood that none of us are great. There is only one infinite reality which is the Supreme. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, these are only the roles. As far as the creation is concerned, one is the creator, sustainer and the destroyer. But the greater is the infinite reality. Another story is Brahmaji fell in love with Saraswati, his own creation. And Saraswati cursed him that how can you fall in love with your own daughter? So you have again fallen to the level of lust. So then you will not be worshipful. So any creator, if the creator falls from the vision of sattva and comes down to body level, again that creation will be not a very holy creation, not a very sacred creation. So then that's the symbolism. But today Brahmaji's temples are there a lot of places. Don't think it is only in Pushkar. There are lots of places in India and even in Southeast Asia. Brahmaji's temples are there. So if you are a devotee of Brahmaji, don't worry. No, people feel very scared. If I worship Brahmaji, anything wrong will happen to me. Nothing will happen. If you consider Brahmaji as Ishvara, then nothing will happen. The bhav must be to surrender. That's all.